Hey guys, I have an unboxing video for you all today. I have been sent over some yarn from Scheepjes and I am so excited because I've got this just a huge selection of different types of yarn they do, different colours, and I want to give you guys like a little walkthrough of what I have first of all and what I'm planning to do with it all. I'm Jessie of Crochet by Jessie. Let's get into today's video. The first thing I have to show you is quite cool. I've actually got two different versions of this. I'm going to show you the aesthetic one first, purely because the second colourway I have literally already started a project with it. I'm going to do a little bit of a sneak peek in my members only video as to what that is, so check it out if you do want to. But I have got a colour pack, it's called Floral Fantasy and it is their soft fun colours. So how gorgeous is this? Look, all these tiny little mini skeins. I haven't done a project where I've had a colour palette like this kind of pre-selected in a while. And sorry if the ring light is like making this look crazy, by the way. But I am very excited to work with this. I know it's obviously Floral Fantasy, but it is very much giving a spring colour palette. I'm thinking about maybe making a bag with it. This is a cotton and acrylic kind of like mesh. So it's mesh. It's partly cotton, partly acrylic. I don't know why I said mesh. Combo. Having a moment today, clearly. So I think this is going to be perfect for bags where you want like a little bit more of thickness for the project, and it'd be good for like accessories as well. But yeah, this is the first bit of yarn I want to, yes, the first set, but I only have two sets specifically. And I'm really happy because I feel like this is a colorway that I probably would not have gone for myself. I know a lot of people say that I do good color choices for my palettes, but yeah, even this one's probably a bit different to what I would have gone for typically. So I'm kind of more excited to see how this is going to turn out because this is very much out of my comfort zone. With this next set, which you can already see is clearly open, I did take photos before, so here is how it looks when it's actually really aesthetic and nice. This is the jewel colorway. Can you tell that I am already working on a project with this, if it wasn't obvious by the chaos? I'm really looking forward to this one. I feel like this was the colour palette which I was a little bit more drawn towards personally. I literally just finished the Lithos jumper, which was inspired by jewel colours, so I felt like this was a pretty accurate representation of the kind of colours I've been enjoying working with the last month, 2 months. So what I'm working on with this, very, very fun. Like I said, I'm going to be talking a bit more about it and showing you my progress in my members video, which is kind of going to be off of the back of this one where I go a little bit more in depth about some of the things that I am doing with all of this yarn. I also have got some really cool yarn. It is a bit different to the yarn that I typically use for a lot of my designs, like my wearables. However, I honestly think it's going to be perfect to use based off of the nature of it. And this is all of their cotton whirl. I was going to say skeins, but it's a cake. But these are the cotton whirl colorways that they have. This one is, I need to remember the name. This is Rustic Retreat. This one, very, very different for me. Very, very different. I wouldn't typically put these colors together. I kind of like these cakes the most because it is a bit different to what I would typically go for, and it's kind of like a pre-selected color palette. So I've got this gorgeous, gorgeous color combo, and you'll see after I show you guys the yarn cakes that I've got of this specific yarn, what I'm planning to do with them, and I'll kind of, yeah, I'll show you what I'm thinking. The second colorway I've got is Woodland Walk. This is very, very on point for the kind of colours that I'm loving at the moment. If you couldn't tell, I'm literally wearing green and brown currently. So I just thought that this would be really, really lovely to work with. And I'm trying to get a little bit more kind of neutrals and more woodland-esque, forest-esque colour palettes in my projects because I haven't really done that yet for my designs, I don't believe. So yeah, I just thought this was gorgeous. I'm so in love with it. And each of these yarn cakes, if I can find the info, unless I'm being blind. So each of them is 1,000 meters. It's 226 grams. And it just looks so cool. I'm honestly really, really excited to get working on it. And I forgot to mention, but these are all 100% organic cotton. It feels really, really nice to the touch. And I don't think it's gonna separate or anything as I work with it. I typically work with hobby yarn, but I'll be honest, this is also a really good alternative. Sorry, I was just like feeling it and everything. But yeah, if you can't really get hobby yarn at the moment and maybe Scheepjes is a better alternative, then that would probably work very well, because from what I'm seeing, it's very, very good quality cotton as well. This next colorway, which is gorgeous, this is what made me initially look at this specific yarn, because again, if you can't tell, I'm loving browns and different brown tones at the moment. I'll get the name up before you guys see it. It's Brown Sugar Spell. Look at this. This one is so, so, so gorgeous. I'm ready for a slightly more muted piece. I'm gonna see if I have enough for a jumper. I'm gonna try and do the maths with everything and make sure that I'm not being silly and hopeful. It will at least be a really nice top. We're gonna see. You'll see what I'm pairing it with, and I need to figure out the total yarn that I'm gonna have, but I'm honestly, I love this. It's so, so beautiful. And again, I feel like kind of going for more woodland color palettes, a bit more neutral, but this just feels really warm and really nice and cozy, which is why if I can make a jumper or something with it, then I'll be really happy. The final yarn cake name is Underwater World. Do excuse me, as the actual packaging around it has slightly come undone, so I'm gonna try and hold it in place if I can. But check this out. I realized that I have not actually done a heck of a lot of work with blues. I've got the Nevis top and the Acropolis top, but I've not had like a really complex color palette where I've had loads of blues incorporated into it. So when I saw this gorgeous colorway, I thought that it would be perfect just to have a more predominantly blue piece, which isn't kind of like a basic color palette. I really like this. It's obviously got some greens as well. I really love the deep blues in it. It's just, they're very much suiting each other in this color palette. And again, probably not a palette I would have personally gone for. I try to go a little bit out there, and I think because of that, I don't really go to the basics, if you get what I mean. So being able to use a colour palette like this is going to be really, really fun. I have shown you guys the gorgeous Cotton Whirl yarn cakes. Now I need to show you what I'm going to be pairing them with, because you know me, I do mosaic crochet. I have to have at least 2 different types of yarn to work with if I actually want mosaic crochet to be seen, because if you just use one colour, that's not going to really show anything. Here is everything that is going to be paired with what I have shown you guys so far. We have Rustic Retreat, which I'm very excited to work with. And then I have got, I'm hoping I say this right, Aegean Blue. So this is their organic premium blend cotton. So it's 100% soft cotton, and it's all organic like it says. Check these out together. I thought they would pair really, really nicely because of like that darker blue in the middle. I have got 5 little skeins of this gorgeous cotton. And again, I know it obviously says it's like soft cotton, it's premium blend. It is really good quality. I think that it will pair up really, really nicely because I wanted to try and have a component of the colorway as kind of like the block color to work with. So this will be the background, all the detailing, and then this will be everything else. So yeah, I'm really loving this. Again, never really would have thought of this color combo myself. So it will be really fun to see how it works up, and potentially this will be a color palette that I think about in other projects. Maybe I would use this as a base, incorporate a few more. That's the fun with designing patterns. You end up working with so many different colors that you usually wouldn't. And yeah, I can't wait to see this combo together. My next combo is with the Underwater World. It is Deep Sleep. Sounds kind of fitting. And again, it's the same brand of cotton. Look at how gorgeous this is. I thought it would be one where it could be quite a subtle pairing. I may change my mind and like flip these 2 previous ones that I've said combo wise, but I think it's different enough that it would be really, really subtle and pretty. It's just a matter of if I want the pattern to stand out a bit more, which may be the wise decision considering I'll be designing something for it. But again, really, really beautiful. I love how it pairs together, and I've got 5 skeins of this again. For this next part, I'm going to show you guys the cotton that I have left and kind of ask your opinion in a little bit of a way, because I've got 3 more colours of cotton, which is this gorgeous trio. I've got Aloes Wood, I have Clouded Crystal, and Oat Bath. My dilemma is all 3 of these go really, really nicely with the final 2 yarn cakes I've got. So I'll show you what I mean. Here is Woodland Walk. I think, again, I could have this with anything. It's just going to be figuring out what I want to pair it with. And then same with Brown Sugar Spell. Obviously, it's going to work together really nicely. It's the same family of colours. So I just need to figure out which ones I want to pair with which. I've got 5 of each of these colours again. So I've got enough to make projects. I'm just not entirely sure how I want to pair it all just just yet. I've still got time, I'm working on a project already, but it annoys me when I haven't got my colour palette fully sorted. That is all of the yarn I have been sent by Scheepjes, so a big thank you to them again. It is a new type of yarn for me to work with. I've always looked at their brand and thought it looks very exciting, so getting this chance to work with it and create some things in the process is very exciting. Make sure you keep an eye on my page here, as well as my Instagram in particular, because I'll be posting quite a lot of updates on there as to what I am doing, and you'll probably get a few sneak peeks on what I'm currently working on using all of this yarn. If you guys have gotten to this stage of the video, then let me know which yarn out of today's haul is your favourite and why. And if you have already worked with some of the yarn today, let me know which was your absolute favourite, even if it is in a different colourway as well. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you're not already subscribed, please consider doing so, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!